Hey everyone, Jasmine here from Prime Engine, fresh out of coffee and ready for some car talk. Today, we're taking a deep plunge into the BYD Dolphin, a car that's smarter than my phone and better looking than my last date. This ride isn't just a pretty face, it's the kind of clever that remembers your birthday and never forgets to wear pants. The BYD Dolphin is loaded with advanced safety features, like the car equivalent of having 3 personal bodyguards. I'm talking tech that handles almost everything except picking your playlist. Lane assist? It nags me so much I'm starting to think it's secretly my mom in disguise. Every time I drift, I hear, "Jasmine!" Smart brakes jump into action before I can even finish saying, "Oops," talk about psychic powers. Someone decides to cross the street like they're auditioning for Frogger, the Dolphin's already on it. And of course, there's adaptive cruise control. It keeps pace with wild city traffic and hits the brakes automatically. If chaos happens ahead, the Dolphin reacts faster than you can say, "Hold my latte." Honestly, this thing could probably ace my driving test more calmly than I ever have, maybe even parallel park with style. But let's shift gears and talk about comfort. Inside, there's more space to stretch out than my living room sofa. Seriously, you can go full vacation mode and pretend you're heading to Bora Bora. Even stuck behind that one truck doing 10 miles under the speed limit, yep, still comfy. The infotainment screen, massive. Like if Netflix made car dashboards, this would be it. Navigating is so simple. Even my grandma could figure it out and she still uses paper maps. And these seats? So plush. I keep checking if there's a masseuse hiding underneath. Sometimes I forget I have to actually drive and not just nap in the car. Now let's talk charging, which honestly makes my smartphone look lazy. Fast charging here means while everyone else is having an existential crisis at the station, the Dolphin's already full and ready to roll. Meanwhile, my phone is still begging for 10 more minutes of juice. Come on, step it up. Some people take longer to apologize than this car takes to charge, but hey, at least I look stylish while waiting thanks to the Dolphin's killer design. So what truly makes the Dolphin stand out? First up, its compact size means tiny parking spaces become your new happy place. No more squeezing into lots like a panicked Tetris champion. It's the closest you'll get to real-life game night in a parking garage. Plus, the design's so fresh, heads turn everywhere I go. Last week, I got more waves than an ice cream truck. Whether I'm cruising around town, rolling up to the supermarket, or making a dramatic entrance at the beach, this car always brings its A-game on looks. And about those beaches, I'll admit, I'm not always the road trip type. Sometimes walking sounds nice, okay? But when I need to get somewhere with a touch of drama, the Dolphin is there to rescue me from my own laziness. Smooth handling and steering make me feel like the car is basically my spirit animal. It corners like it's auditioning for an action movie. No stunt double required. Acceleration is fast but super gentle. Like the car whispers, "Hold on tight but gently." Perfect for dodging potholes and city street surprises. Or for those pedestrians who think crosswalks are optional. Want real car reviews with more laughs, a dash of sass, and maybe 1 or 2 questionable life choices? Subscribe to Prime Engine. Trust me, we're funnier than your last Zoom call. If you love cars remotely as much as I've loved carbs this week, you absolutely can't miss these upcoming videos. We might turn your Mondays into Saturdays. Or at least give you something to snort laugh over. So hit that subscribe, tell your friends, or tune in just to see what kind of jokes I'll tell next. Let's wrap up with a word about style, because fashion is forever, especially with the Dolphin. This ride is practical enough for your to-do list, but fashionable enough for your Instagram grid. Sleek outside, modern inside, it's basically the car version of a runway model. Every detail screams, "I'm ready for my close-up." You know those days when everything goes sideways? Honestly, jumping in the Dolphin feels better than retail therapy. Hop in, and suddenly bad moods hit airplane mode. Who even needs a therapist when your car is this cool? Final thoughts. Commuting downtown or escaping to paradise? The BYD Dolphin brings you luxury, performance, and plenty of laughs. Perfect for anyone who wants convenience and style, not to mention epic playlists. Thanks for hanging out with me today at Prime Engine. Don't forget to subscribe. Unless you love boring car reviews, then definitely skip us.